Welcome to, I suppose, My English School Parma mobile. We're trying something a little bit different now while we are still locked inside our homes and not allowed to go out. We're going to stream to you regularly, going to have a topic of conversation to get us through about an hour of conversation. And basically it's going to be like the school events and we're just going to chat about things. I'm joined by Pete at the moment. Pete, hello.
Hello, Conor. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. How are you keeping?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
I see.
Surviving.
We've both done the same thing of getting bored and shaving half our heads, I guess.
I was just about to ask that question.
I got
you might have done a better job than me.
I don't think so, mate. You should see the back of it. But no, I got bored last night. And
No, come on, you've got to show us now. You can't say a thing like that and then not show us.
I can't turn around. There's not enough room, sorry.
Nah, that's shit.
How are you keeping anyway, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Trying to have a little routine. So, doing little bits for the school, little bits of being, little things, watching things. So, trying to have a bit of a routine. Not too bad. Still, yeah. Me and Emma haven't killed each other yet, so we're doing okay.
I'm surprised by that, you know.
I know, she's sitting there with like a bit of a chucky grin on her face, like, yes, but it's okay.
Is she sharpening knives over there in the corner?
Yeah, she's sharpening the knives.
I believe it, to be honest. How much longer do you give it? I reckon by this time next week, one of you will have severe injuries.
We'll be on the 6 o'clock news. We'll be on the... one of us. We'll see.
If you're going to do something, at least tip me off so I get the story, right?
I give it 1 day.
One day?
I'm getting there.
Yeah, I didn't like the way she came up behind you there either. That was a bit
Any sinister?
A little bit. What type of routine have you gotten into?
Very late, to be honest. Getting up about 11 a.m. each morning. Bit of breakfast. Stretching, as I say, I'm quite old now, so I need to do a little bit of stretching. A nice little plug there, by the way.
Thank you very much.
There you go, second job. Moonlighting, eh?
I'm just trying to have a cup of tea, to be honest.
Yeah, just been a little bit of stretching and say little bits of work to do for the school, and then reading. Got a few books I've been trying to read, and then watching films or documentaries at night. So things I've been meaning to do for the past few weeks. So now I've got a bit of time of trying to do them. But yeah, not too bad. How about you? Have you been writing much? Have you been busy?
I've honestly been so busy. It's really weird because I've probably been busier in the last 2 weeks than I had been in the 2 weeks before that.
Really?
But yeah, it's just weird though because it's all from home. And there have been a couple of days where I've had literally nothing to do. And those days are a little bit strange. But generally speaking, I've been doing a lot. So at the website, like we've been doing a lot of podcasts. So every second day I'm on Skype chatting to people, and then I'm editing that for a while. And obviously we've got articles that I need to edit and I need to write things myself. So yeah, I've been kind of off my feet, which is good because it's keeping me occupied. But
I must admit, I've listened to a couple of the podcasts about my favourite game, like my latest game and things like that. Being good listens.
Yeah, inspired by the Jamie Carragher thing that you put me onto, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought that, but I must admit, I've got another one to share with you. I found my brother messaged me about another podcast, a football-related podcast. More of like lower division players.
Okay.
Under the Cosh, it's called. So I've been listening to that.
The boys from Toronto host that, don't they? I think they're based.
No, it's ex-professionals. It's a few ex-professional players. John Parkin, somebody else, I can't remember his name. And there's one journalist who works for them. But yeah, 3 guys, and you get like old players on. So that's been part of my morning routine because there's no current sports to keep up with. I've been listening to me podcasts. So
yeah,
I've got a few podcasts I've been listening to.
Good.
Old games or stories, football-related stories. So that's part of my routine.
Yeah, so we've done a load of those, obviously. And tomorrow, actually, there's one concerning Liverpool from 1992. I won't say any more, but it's one that you'll be interested in.
Okay.
It's not a win, though, I should warn you. It's Liverpool-Genoa from the UEFA Cup quarter-final. So I got Kev on and we spoke about that for about half an hour. It's good.
Okay. Good. Yeah, we had a bit of a crusty team, 92.
Yeah, it was your first year back in Europe as well after the Heysel thing, because the rest of England's teams went back the previous season, but you guys got an extra year on top. So that was your first year back. Strange one. John Barnes and Ian Rush and stuff, but Ian Rush was post Juventus, so he had come back and he was kind of on a downwards trajectory by that point. But yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, like that game was before I was born. So Kev remembered it because he was at the second leg. So I had to do a load of research into it. So I was watching like grainy YouTube clips and stuff and trying to read up as much as I could about the game. But yeah, it was nice. It was the first one that we've done that was the second. So we've done 2 from 1992. And they obviously require me to do a lot more work than the others, because usually I just remember the games. But yeah, it's been a fun series to do, you know.
Imagine, especially when it's games which you don't necessarily know much about and you get to learn more about it. We spoke last week and you said about you learn things about players who play for different teams and clubs and you forget almost like,
yeah,
that's
cool.
it.
Because with
while we're on that topic, because I know this is our sport.
What'd you say?
While we're on the topic, I was going to ask you, what's your best game then you've been to since you've been here? You've been here, what, 2 years now?
Yeah. So, right. Are we going with my favourite game since I've lived in Italy?
Yeah, we'll start with that.
Right, okay.
You've been to a few.
Yeah, I've been to a few. So I have 2. One is for the emotional side of it, and that is Atalanta Valencia at the San Siro. Because I mean, I'm an Atalanta fan. Everybody in the school knows this, and just seeing them destroy a big European name in their first ever Champions League knockout game was just one of the best experiences of my life. And I remember afterwards just being like almost emotional. I couldn't believe what I had seen, and I was so proud of everything. And yeah, it was phenomenal. In the mixed zone afterwards, I tried to speak to Mario Pasalic as well. Obviously, did he score that night? I can't remember, but he scored against Manchester City and he had scored a lot of big goals this season. And I asked him, could I speak to him? And he said, look, I don't have permission. And I said, well, how do you feel? And he just smiled at me. And that little exchange, just unbelievable.
Nice.
And then in terms of it was quite an emotional experience, but I didn't support either team. It was Fiorentina against Sampdoria. I'm pretty sure the game finished 3-3 at the Stadio Artemio Franchi in Florence, and Luis Muriel scored 2 of the best goals I've seen in the flesh in the same game. Obviously now he plays for Atalanta, but I remember trying to write the match report for that game, and it was just a nightmare. And it was the first time where we tried to do 1-minute Instagram videos about the game as well. So I was trying to describe everything from that match in 60 seconds, and it was almost impossible, which is why I now speak really fast, because I've been trained to speak as much as possible into the shortest possible time. But yeah, no, so I would say Atalanta 4, Valencia 1, and Fiorentina 3, Sampdoria 3. Over to you. What's your favourite game?
Since I've been here, the very first game I went to at the Tardini was Parma. And it was great because me and Emma went to the game together. First time she had been to like a proper game. She'd only been to an Everton game before, so you can't really count that as a proper game. But yeah, it was nice. It was like a Sunday evening, so the floodlights were on. I think I'd only been in Italy for maybe 6 weeks. I'd been in Italy. Went to the Tardini and he played the Serie A anthem. He played the Parma anthem, and the whole the North Curve was singing. I was like, yeah, this is cool. So yeah, atmosphere. I think Parma eventually lost the game 2-1, but just for the atmosphere, it was brilliant.
Is this the game my dad was at as well?
Could have been. It was last season. Would have been March last year.
Oh, okay.
12 months ago. Yeah.
I think he came in February. He came on Emma's first weekend here, so it wouldn't have been that one, I guess.
Actually, yeah. We met.
Was it the same one?
Could have been, yeah.
Huh. Interesting. We have, I should say hello. We've got some students writing in to say hi to us. Maurizio Agosti, Giovanni Reggiani, Renata Guerreri, and Clarissa Foscato. So hi, guys. And Giovanni wants to know how we are. So I'm okay. How are you, Pete?
Yeah, I'm good. Good. Thanks, Giovanni. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, Giovanni.
You guys, hope you're all okay.
Actually, I need to speak to you, Giovanni, because I have a gift for you. And the next time you're at the school, you need to say hello, because I need to hand that over to you. So, yeah, Pete, I guess, should we continue speaking about football? Because I really miss going to stadiums and I'm finding it difficult without sport.
Yeah, it's difficult because it's never really happened before. I've never known it. Obviously, in the middle of a season for a game, for the whole season to be suspended, postponed, it's crazy. But again, no one's really been in this position before, so it is strange for everyone. Yeah, especially, I mean, from a personal point of view, because obviously Liverpool were doing quite well in the league. We're so close in Feedy, we're so close to getting over the line to winning the league, and now that it's being put on hold, and it's a bit of a question mark if the season is going to continue. So I'm a little bit nervous. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I think it would be, from a neutral's perspective, and from the drama point of view, it would be very funny if the season was cancelled and Liverpool never got the title. But I do think they have to, whatever happens, there's a lot of talk about this season being suspended and starting next season in September. I think that's a load of rubbish, because this season has started. The priority is to finish this season. Next season is unimportant right now because it doesn't exist.
Well, I actually read something really interesting last week, a column from Wayne Rooney, and he suggested, because 2 years' time we have the World Cup in Qatar, and it's actually going to be a winter tournament. So if in theory this season is restarted in September, goes to Christmas, so then next season, if you like, would be a summer league. So in theory, the next 2 seasons you could play from January, stop, then you have the World Cup for winter. So in theory, it could possibly work, but a lot of changes have to be made.
Yeah, it's true. It makes sense though as well, right? Because of that World Cup, it was already going to require everything to be restructured anyway. So it's one of those things. It's a terrible situation and it's horrible. But as far as football goes, it's almost giving it the opportunity to force itself to accommodate that World Cup, which is quite interesting. I think Sarah is just about to join us, so we'll probably have to stop talking about football so much. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're okay. We're okay. I guess you don't want to talk about football.
I can't say I know very much about football. I do know how to play. I used to play football.
What position did you play?
I was a defender. Don't laugh, Pete. I was a defender.
No, I'm not laughing at you.
Oh yeah. Oh
I was
yeah.
laughing. No, you reminded me of Laura.
Why?
Yeah.
Laura, I can do this, I can do that. Sorry, I'll say no more.
No, I played for about 7 years, I think, in total, 7 or 8 years.
Really?
Yeah, I played football. I had to stop when it was no longer allowed for girls and boys to play together.
So about 13, 14.
Yeah. So
Right.
I temporarily played some girls football, but then I started dancing instead.
That's funny. The idea of you playing football, I'm okay with, but the idea of you as a defender is very, very funny. Because I'm an attacking player, if I was playing against you, I would have been very, very happy.
Hey, that's rude. I was a fantastic defender. Very aggressive, always on the ball. You would never get past me.
Yeah. I think I probably would. But
I think this is going to be a little game now.
I feel this is a team challenge. We must have a My English School football match.
All right. Well, as soon as the quarantine is finished, it's happening. So.
Bring it on. I'll get singing.
But you dance now as well. Obviously, that is a sport.
Sarah, you're my first pick.
Yes,
We're going to nail Conor.
Brilliant.
Two defenders. You won't score any goals. It's fine.
Hey, it's all about tactics.
You won't survive.
I think I'll be all right.
We'll do that, what's it called? Cantinacca, what's it called? The Italian defense style, where you just kick everyone and elbow everyone. We'll do all that. That's it.
I follow the rules. I don't play dirtily.
We have some more comments.
I'll teach you.
Thanks, Pete. Oh, who's commenting?
I'm trying to see now. Sorry, 1 second. Pietro Faletta said hi.
Hi, Pietro.
That's it. That's all I can see at the moment.
Oh, no, he said, thank you, Pietro. You're the best. He says she's better than you guys. And he's absolutely correct about that one.
I believe it. I can't say nothing after my toilet roll challenge last week. I'll hold my hands up.
That was poor.
But I did manage to nail the volley at the end. That was intentional. I was fully intending to volley the toilet roll at Emma.
That's just a defender, though, lumping the ball away from danger.
Right, just because you can't be a defender, Conor. We've had a request to stop speaking about football from Giovanni Rajani. So,
right, I've got a problem with this because in every single class I have with Giovanni, he starts talking about football, and if I respond to him, he tells me to stop speaking about football. But I guess we'll move on. But the topic of conversation is sport.
Okay.
We could widen it out because I have a general idea about football that I think is applicable to all sports, and that for me, this period of not being able to do anything has shown me how important sport is in my life, not just to do, but to follow as well.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
The social side of it as much as the sporting side.
Yeah, it gives you that release as well. It's like the escape from reality, right?
Definitely. And when you've got teams involved, you have a sense of like a second family and stuff. Even if you don't play, you have someone to watch, someone to follow, and it's something good in your life to have.
It is almost an extension of your personal relationships. Pete,
when you're part of a team, like that's one thing I miss from home. I used to play in a team on like Sunday league football. The best thing, because every week you're meeting your friends, playing sport. The competitiveness, it's great. And also the banter you have with your teammates, the little challenges, the pressure you put on each other to improve. Everything about it, I love it. It's great. I miss it. I do miss it.
I'm really missing doing my dancing at the moment. Obviously, I don't play football anymore, but I was doing 5 or 6 hours of salsa every week with my friends, and that's quite a big amount of time to stop having now. So it's very strange. I feel like I've forgotten everything I know.
When you're dancing, are you doing it in a competitive context?
It depends. So some of the classes I do are just social, and we just learn kind of choreography that anyone can join any week, and it's not like there's continuity, it's something new every time. And then I'm also training as part of a performance squad, and it's not technically for competitions, but we are going to eventually tour around Emilia-Romagna and Lombardia and all the regions in the north of Italy to perform. So we have to be pretty good.
Ah, okay. I've just seen someone join this conversation, and the viewers are going to be very, very happy. Savannah.
Here she is.
Hi, Savi. Can she speak? Can we hear her?
Savi, you're not making any sound.
We can't hear
not
you,
like you.
Savi.
Yeah, I know, right? She's trying, but the technology is getting in the way. Now, Savi, there's a problem with your microphone. So I can see that your microphone is not muted, but it's not picking up any of the sound, unfortunately. Keep trying some different things and make some noise. And if we hear you, we'll speak to you. But if not, can we speak about Savi's videos, actually?
Oh,
Savi
fantastic.
reacts.
Very quickly, Laura Franchini said hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Stop
Hi,
it.
Laura. Oh, Savi's videos have been my favorite things to watch on Facebook and Instagram. I think you should be a new teacher, Savi. We'll bring you onto the teaching team.
I think so too, because I get jealous when I see your videos and the production quality, but Savi's are by far the best.
They're far more entertaining. No one wants to learn about grammar. Everyone wants to watch Savi absolutely talk about her life. We
The
still
tea
can't
story
hear you,
was
Savi.
curious. No,
Savi,
Savi,
we
your
still can't
volume's
hear
not
you.
working, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
No,
we can't hear you.
not working, Savi.
We need a Savi reacts video.
Sorry. Yeah, we
Yeah.
do. Savi, right, this is a task for you now. Take your phone and record a live Savi Reacts, and you can post your Savi Reacts video instead of joining in on this, because we can't hear you on this. So record something on your phone, and there's some more content for the school. Also, the flag in the background,
Well
Savi,
done,
is
Savi.
disgusting. That's terrible.
No, it's fantastic.
It's vile. Horrible.
It
Oh,
matches the t-shirt. It's perfect color coordination.
It's not good. Savi's a try hard.
He says with his Forza Italia football mug.
Yeah, I mean, that's my job, isn't it? I've got to promote.
This is Savi's job.
Is
She's got
there
some
a second
technical
person?
support. She's got some assistance.
Who's that?
Oh, she's gone. Bye, Savi.
Me on my team.
Hi, Emma. Emma's here.
Hi, Emma.
I decided to join in.
Do
You
you
come
like
to-
sport?
I tried to avoid the football conversation. Slid in at the end.
Excellent. Oh, someone's commented called The Legend. I'm not quite sure who that is, but saying, hi, what's up?
The legend.
The Legend's the name that's been given, but I'm not sure exactly who that is. But hi, The Legend.
Hi, the legend.
Hi, the legend.
I'm not acknowledging that person until they tell us who they are. I'm trying to think which of our students are quite
I don't know.
egocentric.
I'm trying to zoom in on the picture, but it's so tiny I can't see. So
that's an
trying
interesting
to
one.
watch.
All right, but ask Emma some questions, Sarah.
About sport or about football?
I don't know. I don't care. You're a student now. I'm the teacher.
I'm a
Ask Emma
student.
something. Go.
Emma, have you been doing any sport at home recently?
I don't. Not missing sports. I don't play sports. There's no sports that I will do after quarantine.
You've not spontaneously decided to start something new whilst you're in quarantine?
I have been doing more yoga.
Oh, that's a sport.
Yoga's not active. I don't really class it as sport. Quite relaxing.
Oh, the other day I did a yoga YouTube tutorial, and it was a 45-minute core abs workout. That was definitely a sporting session.
Send us the link to that. That's right.
I downloaded a 30-day challenge while I have a lot of time.
Excellent.
Every day, it's a new video.
Nice. Right. Oh, and we found out the legend is Mirko. Hi, Mirko.
Hi, Mirko.
Hi, Mirko. Fits. It fits. But you guys, Emma and Pete, obviously, you have your courtyard. Have you been using it?
Until today, when the landlord parked his car in the courtyard.
Oh no.
To be fair, today's been raining, so it's been terrible weather, so we can't really complain.
Tomorrow I'll sunbathe on the bonnet.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
The most thing I've used the courtyard for is getting signal on my phone. Signal.
I half expected you guys to be sat outside tonight as well for this stream. Disappointed you're indoors. We should let the viewers know that the internet signal in Pete and Emma's house is terrible. So they have to go outside to speak to us a lot of the time. And it's very funny because Emma sends pictures of Pete standing outside,
like this.
trying to get a signal. It's wonderful. Sarah, you have a garden though in the countryside, right?
Yeah, we have. I'm very, very lucky. In fact, as part of my trying not to gain lots and lots of weight whilst I'm at home doing nothing, I've started running, which I'm not very good at. But I fortunately can run up and down the rows of a vineyard. So that's been quite entertaining.
Just about to start running before quarantine.
That's always the excuse, right?
Absolutely.
Sarah, I just had an image of you in Forrest Gump when you said that.
Oh, Tina's there. Hi, Tina.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Hey.
Okay, right. Well, I'm following my lesson rules here. So Emma, you were the latest person to join. Tina is now the last. So ask Tina a question, please.
Tina, what have you been doing during quarantine? How are you keeping yourself busy?
Yeah, so at the beginning, I started running and I hate it. It's the worst thing ever. It's pure torture. And the last week I've done very little. I did like 2 body coach workouts. And he has this challenge where it's 7 days of sweat. So you do like 20 minutes or something, and then like you're pouring with sweat. And then he's like, okay, now see you tomorrow. And like, he can't see you tomorrow because I can't walk. So I've been taking like big breaks in between the 7-day challenge, and I'm on like day 2 now.
Tina,
yeah, that's how it's going for me.
I just need to say thank you for bringing some Irishness to the stream, because you said pure and it just made me so happy. It made me feel at home. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I'm in that zone now because it's just like the 2 of us here in the apartment. So I'm not really calming the Irishness down or my speech or anything. It's getting bad.
Yeah, I feel sorry for our students when we go back, because I've spoken to native English speakers basically every second day. You are living with your boyfriend. Pete and Emma are living together. So we are going to be incomprehensible when we get back to the school.
Oh, absolutely. Completely agree.
I think
we're still on. I'm half speaking English, half speaking Italian at home. So my brain's very confused at the moment.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
You're fine. You speak like the Queen anyway, so the students won't have problems with you.
Yeah. Like Sarah speaks and then I speak and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I sound like an absolute bogger.
Compared to Sarah, me, Pete, and Tina might as well be dogs barking. When
yeah, absolutely.
That's so not true. Have you guys, I don't know if you saw on the My English School Moderner page, but they've been doing lots of accent and story of English videos. And apparently, which I didn't know, the original accent was the northern sounding vowels, so that all the closed vowel sounds, and then it progressed and changed to the southern one, which I had no idea about.
Yeah. I think the closest English to original English is now spoken around Boston and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I think
Wow.
that's just the way English has evolved. Not
Yeah,
your
it's definitely
Boston,
not our
Emma.
accent
Boston
anyway.
in the United States.
English accent.
No, Boston in the United States. So it's closer to Rob than anybody.
And
Wait,
Boston in
really?
England as well.
According to Emma's ID, she's both English and American, so she was born in
My official document, it has a mistake. It says Boston, US. The
That's your-
nationality, Great Britain.
Your Italian identity, that, right?
Yeah. I need it.
What can you do, I guess? Trust the Italian people to make a mistake on something so important like that. What a beautiful country we live in.
Yeah.
Tina, what have you been missing the most about being in quarantine?
Ooh. Traveling, I suppose.
travel a
Because we
lot.
just arrived in Parma like 8 weeks ago. Yeah, something like that. So we got like a few weeks of just exploring Parma, and then we started to like go outside Parma because we got a little car. And now that's just all taken away from us. So like the car is parked outside and it's staying there for a while. So I think that's the thing I miss the most, is just being able to hop in the car and go wherever, especially in Italy, because there's so many places and so many amazing places to eat and see. So yeah, that's the hardest part for sure.
You actually, all of you, I'll start with you, then I'll go to Sarah, then I'll go to the others, but you almost got locked out of Parma when the quarantine was announced, right?
Yeah, we did exactly what we weren't supposed to do. Like, I think hopefully now other countries have learned from Italians and anyone living in Italy, because we did exactly what we weren't supposed to do and traveled. Yeah, we were in as quick as possible. And then within the 2 days, I think the whole of Italy was locked down. So yeah, it was very stressful.
Yeah, I think the most extreme case, though, has got to be Sarah, who was actually in a different country when the lockdown was announced.
Yeah, it was very tempting to not come back to Italy, actually. Yeah, when you're on the outside of a red zone, it's quite a strange decision to make, to choose to return to that quarantine zone. And in fact, my family didn't really understand why I chose to come back to Italy instead of going back to England with them. But you know, job calls, lots of English videos to be made. You can't do that from no, you could definitely do that from England. But at that point, we were still doing lives in my English school. So
that was the thing, right? Because we were still in the school at the time. I was trying to plot an escape because I had I had 2 flights actually leaving from Bologna to go to Valencia on the Monday. And the lockdown kind of became official on Sunday evening. And it was still possible for me to get to Rome and fly from there. And I was very, very, very close to doing it. I was looking at trains. I was just about to escape my house at midnight, because you saw the videos from Milan of people running to the station. I was packing a bag. But then we got an email from Valencia to say, even if we went to Valencia, we wouldn't be allowed to go to the stadium. So my plan was to go there, and if I was locked out of Italy, to fly home to Ireland anyway. So I'd be fine there. But it didn't work out. And it's probably a good thing that it didn't work out, because I would have just been a super spreader and carried the coronavirus everywhere with me. But
yeah, exactly.
Pete and Emma, you guys were also almost locked out. Your guys' audio
Wasn't it only you and Ruth who were actually in Parma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for a while, it looked like Ruth and I were going to be doing everything basically, because Tina was somewhere in Tuscany, you guys were in Florence, Sarah was in France, me and Ruth were the only ones here, and I was trying to escape. So it was very nearly just Ruth left on her
Thanks,
own.
Ruth. Thanks, Ruth. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, Ruth carries us, let's be honest. She's like
It's true.
our
Oh,
mother
yeah.
at Myes. She gets us through everything.
She's great.
Sarah, you seem to have the most solid internet connection, so I'll throw it over to you
Thank
to
you.
talk about something. I don't really know what, but
Well-
okay. I've got an idea.
Go.
When quarantine finishes, what's the first thing on your to-do list?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, first I'm just gonna say hi to Luca Musini, who said ciao. So
Hi,
ciao,
Luca.
Luca. What's the first thing I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on a salsa night out, because you don't even understand. Just okay, imagine a nightclub which there aren't any weird people, okay, and people aren't drunk, so there's no like weirdos like shouting at you. There's amazing Latin music all night, and it's really old school, because like people come up to be like, hey, do you want to dance with me for this song? And then you go up with a person you never met before and you just dance salsa like that, and then the song finishes and everyone changes partner, and it's like what I imagine old school, like in the 80s social dances were like, but more modern and cool with salsa and bachata and different types of Latin.
I'll be
So,
honest, when you started that story, I thought, nah, she's lost me here. But you won me back round. It does sound quite good. Everybody watching, let us know, what are your plans for that first day of freedom after quarantine? Mine is quite simple, you know, because I really miss the basic things, like going to my local bar to have a coffee with the barista that I speak to every day. So as soon as we're free, I'm going to go and speak to Luca, have a coffee, and then probably walk around Parco Ducale. Hopefully the turtles will be returning soon. As
Wait,
well.
did they go? Did the turtles go?
Yeah, they disappear in the winter. I'm assuming they remove them because they need warmer climates to survive. So, Savi?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yay!
Oh, finally. Oh my God.
Savi, I have a question for you. Are you in your bathroom?
Okay, bye. Why?
It looks and sounds like you're in your bathroom, but
Why?
if you are, don't answer that question, maybe just message me privately. But the rules continue. Tina, you were the last. Tina, ask Savi a question, please.
Savi girl, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, what have you been doing to stay active the last few weeks?
Active.
Active.
Savi.
Yes. Okay, in the last few weeks, I had, no, I'm, come si dice, sorry, my English now is very, un po'
I
come
have
si dice,
been.
nasty, no? Ecco, I've been exercising.
Okay, Savi, your internet is not contributing, so we're going to have to tell you to be quiet, I'm afraid, and move the conversation back. Tina, ask that question to one of the Northern Englanders.
Yeah, the Northern Englanders. Yeah, I heard Pete was doing some exercises like push-ups and challenges and stuff. Is that right, Pete?
Oh yeah. I've actually dropped off the last few days, so I need to get back into the routine.
Yeah, it's hard to stick to stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, I've had too many distractions, so yeah, I need to do more.
Hang on.
Have you seen that challenge? It's like with this song, Sally. It's like something Sally. It's like bring Sally up, bring Sally down. So you have to do like push-ups, and when it says Sally down, you stay down, but you can't touch the floor. So like you're in that position, and you have to hold it until it says bring Sally up, and then you push up and press up. Have you seen that?
Oh my God, that sounds awful.
Sure,
It's
I've seen
horrific.
one,
I haven't tried it, but yeah.
I've seen one. You see 10, you do 10, and then you give 10. So you copy someone else's 10 push-ups. You do
Oh, okay.
a challenge to another person. So it's like a
Yeah.
30 press-up challenge. It's basically, you're giving it to different people, like a chain. So I will do another 10 to get someone else to copy. We'll try that. That can be our next my next challenge.
Can I not do press ups? Because I'm like really, really bad at press ups. I can't even go down.
Sarah, listen,
I can't go down. That's the easy part.
You look to snap Conor, so you need all the strength you can get. Practice those press-ups. The more strength you have in your arms, your upper body, the harder it'll be when you elbow Conor in the face.
She has to be within touching distance of me to elbow me, and she's not getting close.
I'm speedy. I'll have
No, she's been running up and down that bin yard. She's been running up and down that bin yard. You want to shake, drinking all that coffee.
Mate, the coffee's gonna power me on to run faster than anybody.
We've had
coffee, the chocolate. I've seen all that little chocolate bar stash you've got, Conor.
Mate, it's nearly gone now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I have a question for y'all. What kind of sports did you try when you were younger, like when you were children?
Well, I played football throughout my whole life, and then I played basketball.
That's a surprise, Conor.
Wow.
You don't ever talk about
that.
Well, you literally asked the question, didn't you? So you can't go getting smart now. And then I played hockey at primary school and basketball for a year and a bit at secondary school.
But you are too short for basketball.
Have you met Irish people? Irish people aren't very tall, so it's fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just quickly, Pietro's replied, Conor, to your question about what people will do after quarantine ends. Pietro Ferretta says he's going to go to the gym.
Oh,
he could do with it. He's got little arms like this pen, so tell him to get to the gym as soon as he possibly can.
In fact, you can be the first person on my this push-up challenge we're going to do. Pietro can go first.
Okay.
And Renata says that she doesn't miss football, but she does miss her gym.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's quite a constant. Even if, I mean, football is just my favorite sport, right? But everybody is missing some sort of sport except for Emma and Savi, it seems.
I miss every sport, to be honest. For example, I like handball.
Handball?
Yes.
Handball and netball.
Handball is a very nice sport. I miss this sport.
Is handball basically basketball, but where you can't move when you have the ball?
No, not necessarily. It's like basketball mixed with football.
Oh, yeah. Actually, handball is amazing. Netball is ridiculous. It's
Netball's the one where you can't move.
Yeah, it's so
I like
bad.
Netball. I love netball.
You do.
It's
I
really
used to play netball
aggressive.
at school.
Me too. At school, the girls weren't allowed to play basketball. Only the boys could play basketball, and the girls could play netball. I don't know. It was something we had separate. At school, we had girls' lessons and boys' lessons for sport, for PE. But one time when they decided to let girls and boys mix together for sport, we played basketball, and the girls were so aggressive that they never let it happen again, because we were used to having not to be able to move or to hit the ball or anything. So when there was the option that we could hit the ball and run, it was fantastic, but a little bit too aggressive.
You find that with a lot of sports, though, the female equivalent of the sport tends to be a lot more violent. It's the same with football. So women footballers are wild. Ooh, you're not a woman anyway, Savi. Pipe down. Pipe down.
Thank you very much.
Emma, if we made wine drinking a sport, I reckon you'd be the best in the school.
I would be
We should definitely make a competition, I reckon.
There's no point. Emma would just win. It wouldn't be a competition. Like it'd be.
Well, we'll just bet on Emma how much she could do.
Okay.
Fine. Yes.
Mug of wine.
How many bottles of wine unopened have you got in the house right now?
Unopened.
Yeah.
Don't count them all.
You need to go to the supermarket soon. It's a problem. Do we use the same supermarket, by the way, Emma?
Times I have 3 that are all equal distance, so depends on who they're in.
You're quite lucky in that I've only got the one that I can justify going to. Pete's gone. I'm assuming you've sent him
I
on.
think he's investigating how much wine I've drank. He's going to come back with evidence.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Only 2. That's it.
This wine is amazing.
Is that just from today?
That was breakfast.
Okay. That makes sense then, I suppose. Sarah, have you? I know you don't like to socialize with us, but have you been drinking much while you're at home?
That's extremely rude. Actually, no, I haven't, if I'm honest, which is surprising. I think because there is so much wine here, I mean, there are like 4,000 bottles of wine downstairs. Once you start drinking, it's probably quite hard to know when to stop because it's an unlimited quantity, really. Although saying that, the other day when it was beautiful sunshine, I did have a G&T on the balcony whilst doing a bit of sunbathing. That was
Well, I
quite nice.
had ice cream delivered and we had ice cream on the balcony. I mean,
What?
yeah,
Oh,
that was the
wow.
highlight of my week
You
last
can
week.
get ice cream delivered. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's my favourite
No.
thing about it.
Not where you live.
No, you can't get anything delivered where I live. Genuinely, just eat, no takeaways. You can't get pizza, nothing.
What?
You
No
can't get
pizza?
no deliveries.
No good.
Yeah.
We had a lovely pizza last night. It was great.
But I have been making my own pizza here. We have a pizza oven outside, a big wooden oven.
Wow.
So at the weekend, we made lots of pizza and bread and panzerotti. I think that's what they're called. They're like calzone, but they're
Yeah.
oh my
Panzerotti.
goodness. Oh my
Connor,
goodness.
do you remember when you asked what the first thing you would do after quarantine?
Yes.
I'm going to Sarah's for pizza and wine.
Yeah, let's come for wine tasting, guys. Wine tasting and pizza.
Okay, but
Yeah,
it
100%.
does require us staying over.
We've got space. It's totally okay.
Okay.
We'll have a big party. My English.
I'll bring my glass.
Excellent. I think we probably
We'll
got.
live stream it on YouTube.
Brilliant. We've had a comment from Giovanni about what he will do after quarantine. And he said, for the first day, I will ride my motorbike all day. And for dinner, I'm going to eat sushi and finish at the pub. Sounds like a good plan.
I mean, come on, get better food than sushi. I like sushi, but go all out. You know,
I made sushi.
You
Come
made
on.
sushi.
No, I made.
Oh, okay. You can get it delivered.
No.
Don't
Not
get
only
delivered.
pizza.
It's not as good.
Pizza or kebab.
It's not good.
It's not good, sushi delivered.
It is. I've had it from,
No.
what's the place? Sushi, and it's good when you get it delivered.
Yeah,
You
but
don't
not
do
now.
that.
It's impossible to have sushi now.
We
I don't
had
think
sushi
that's
last
true.
week.
Yeah, Savi's just making that up.
We
Oh,
ordered
dear.
sushi last week from sushi, like 40 pieces. It just wasn't the same.
Oh, you
I
don't
was
get
a
the
bit disappointed.
atmosphere. You know,
Sorry.
the first ever time I had sushi was in Italy. I'd never eaten sushi in the UK.
Wow, that's crazy.
Me too.
Yes, that's crazy.
Well, in Ireland, you just can't, like, where I'm from, there's no such thing.
Definitely more.
Yeah, but you're from a place where
What?
only strawberries exist.
And potatoes.
Sorry, strawberries and potatoes. That's all you
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Che cattiveria però,
Ah, Lincolnshire has potatoes.
Savi, English.
Yes, sorry, you're very mean.
Yeah, he is.
She's
Where
from
you from?
Wexford.
Only potatoes.
Where Tina's from, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you.
I'm from a place where there is civilization, so I'm okay.
No, he's
So
from
there's
posh
delivery,
town.
sushi delivery.
What?
Do you have sushi delivery in your country?
Probably in Dublin, but in Bray, I don't think there's any sushi places.
So
The takeaway culture is different, isn't it? We've got chips.
Yeah.
Oh, Indian takeaway, Chinese takeaway. That's what I really miss. Oh my
Do you?
goodness me. Yeah, every Friday when I was at home, I used to have either Indian or Chinese takeaway.
Here's a question, right? We're going to start with the people from the north of England, and you just have to tell me, if you went home for one day and got a takeaway, what are you ordering?
What a
I'd have to say for me, it's got to be chicken.
Specifically,
Salt and pepper chips, egg fried rice,
Oh.
chicken curry.
Oh.
Spot on.
Okay, guys, is this a Liverpool? In Liverpool, we are obsessed with salt and pepper. Like everything is salt and pepper. So I would have salt and pepper chicken, fried rice, chips.
it seems weird to me.
No.
I've heard of salt and pepper chips. I've never heard of salt and pepper chicken.
It's fantastic. When you go home, salt and pepper chicken.
Hmm.
So it's a Liverpool thing.
Probably. But who knows? Who knows? Is that what you?
Everybody's obsessed.
So that's what you'd get as well, Emma?
Salt and pepper chicken, not chips.
Okay. Sarah?
Right.
Okay, well, I'm thinking hypothetically, because in my dream world, I would order crispy duck with an orange sauce and egg fried rice and prawn crackers. But I am actually vegetarian, so I probably wouldn't order that.
Hang on. Right, but Sarah, if you want to eat duck, you can eat duck.
No, because it's so cute. Like, I don't want to kill that animal.
So in your dream world, ducks are
That's a big
ugly.
restaurants where.
Yeah, yeah, but you see, like, I love meat. Oh my goodness, crispy duck is actually mind-blowingly delicious. But as is chicken and bacon and sausages and everything essentially. But you know, the animals are really cute, and like, I can't do that.
Think of it as though it's one of those ducks which like pecks you and like eats all your bread. It's annoying though, it's a hot it seems to be on your plate.
Pete, have you ever met a duck? You're speaking like you know a load. That I've never met a duck that's pecked me.
Good mate with Donald Duck. Donald Duck's a good mate of mine.
Do a Donald Duck impression. Go.
Speaking of impressions, do your horse impression, Conor.
No, I can't because you've asked for it. You know the rules. I can only do it when people don't expect it. Tina, what would be your first choice takeaway if you went home for a day?
Always. Garlic, cheese, bacon, chips,
Oh my goodness.
and 2 batter sausages.
That's a real combination. Garlic, cheese, bacon, chips.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they don't have the bacon, I'm not too worried, but it has to be garlic, cheese, and then you have to get 2 batter sausages. Like you have
That's a
to.
good shout, you know.
Yeah.
That's a really good shout.
Yeah.
Savi?
Conor, what would you get?
I want to hear Savi's and then I'll go.
In Parma.
No, if you went to visit your mum in England somewhere, wherever she lives.
Okay, for example, I love garlic bread. I love it.
Yeah.
And that's it, because I don't like English food or British food, sorry. No, I like fried chicken from Indian place, pero no fried chicken from KFC.
Really? Why?
Yes,
What's the difference?
because it's cheaper. And they give you more food. That's why I like it.
That's one thing. The fried chicken in Italy is terrible. It's never good.
But where did you get the fried chicken in Italy?
We went to that place together that you think is nice, but it's not.
Yeah, but not the fried chicken. The roast chicken is very good.
Nah, I mean, if fried chicken or roast chicken are on the menu, I'm getting fried chicken. And even if it's not very good, I'm still going to choose it over roast
It's
chicken.
your fault, no? It's your fault.
No,
If you decide the wrong things in the menu.
no. Because we've been more than once. I've had both and I've just not been very impressed. Italian food is phenomenal, but Italian chicken is not as good as chicken back home. Like, just doesn't
Oh mio
compare.
Dio.
Doesn't compare.
How can you say that?
Because chickens in Italy are they're not nice.
They're like the ducks that Pete was talking about.
Yeah, they peck you and stuff.
Luca Mulzini just wants to say bye. He said, guys, I've got to go. It was really nice to see you. Hope to see you soon at school.
Bye, Luca.
So Conor, what would you have?
I'd go straight away curry chips and curry chips with a side of, I don't know, because now that we're talking about fried chicken, I'm all over that. But because it's a one night thing, I'm gonna go crazy. So I'm gonna go curry chips, battered sausage, the 3-piece box of fried chicken, and give me a quarter pounder with cheese as well.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
What an order.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love that.
Be
It
good.
definitely will be good enough for Sarah.
I have to give her a chance to catch me, so I'll stock up.
Guys, the legend asked us
we
if we like pork chop.
We have a question.
Sarah,
There
what do you
go,
say?
That's the question. Mirko, the legend, asked if we like
yeah.
pork chops.
Pork chops are good, but there's not enough meat on them. They're always a little bit annoying. Any type of chop, I end up underwhelmed because the meat is really, really good, but there's not enough on it.
I never used to like pork chops. When I ate meat years ago, I never really liked pork chops.
I don't like too bland, too much flavour.
Not my favourite.
Well, that's a Tina. Is that
Yeah, I
a no?
really like them.
That's one.
I love
Mirko, do
any
you
type
like
of
pork
meat, so,
chops?
yeah.
Mirko, do you like them? Comment and tell us. If you
My
like pork
sister
chops.
actually has, it's not a phobia, but when my mum used to make pork chops or lamb chops, she'd lose her nut. She would go mad, like just throw a tantrum, scream, shout, cry from anger that pork chops or lamb chops were being eaten. So we never used to eat them because my sister used to go crazy. But
Whoa.
yeah,
Wow.
and not even when she was like ridiculously young. She was in her teenage years when she was doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I really like pork chops in Romania because the pork is really, really good. And they beat them a little bit, so they're a little bit thinner, and then they grill them like on the grill. So they're really, really tasty.
Right, I just need to clarify. They beat the pork chop, not the pig.
Not the pig. Please tell me not the pig.
I hope not.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify that. Pete, what did you say there? You said something.
lamb chops are great.
Yeah.
Lamb chops are better than pork chops for sure.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
we're quite lucky, Tina, in that the west of Ireland has the best lamb in the world. In
Yeah.
The best lamb in the world.
It's true. That's not even
Yeah,
an
you
opinion.
can find it all over the world. Like if you go to the shop here, you can sometimes get it too.
Yes, if you go to Esselunga, it's the same.
I haven't seen lamb in the shops.
You want to get it like there anyway. You don't want to be getting exported stuff because the beauty of it is that you eat it while it's well fresh and just off the bone. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, Sarah. But it's good. It's really, really good.
Yeah. Oh, Irish meat though is really, really great. Like I think we're really lucky. I miss that a lot. Like just the quality of the meat is just so nice.
Yeah, to be fair, We do, like, we're not great when it comes to culinary things, but as far as meat goes, we do probably produce one of the highest quality. We've got definitely lamb, chicken as well, good, and beef as well is good. Anything from the West basically is what you want to be eating.
Irish shoulder bread's really good.
Yeah.
I've only had it once or twice. Shoulder bread, fantastic. Especially
Oh yeah,
after
you need to try mine next time.
Oh yeah, true. Actually, you need to bring it into the school for us.
Yeah.
You can bring it to Sarah's party.
Okay, no problem.
It'll soak up
We're
the wine.
everyone with us.
Yeah, but no meat. It's going to be a vegetarian themed menu at my party.
Okay, guys, we have reached the end of the hour. So thank you, Savi.
Oh, thank you.
You can go enjoy your evening now. Thank you, Tina.
Bye.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Conor.
Thank you, Pete and Emma. And you guys are coming live tomorrow night for the students to join into the conversation, right?
That's right.
Oh, wow.
But tomorrow we're doing a sort of aperitivo. So we're going to have a little drink. Bring your own wine, bring your own meat, bring your own
Evil duck.
Aperol, if you want, optional. Yeah, we're just going to chat all things aperitivo. Food, wine, beer, alcohol, the fun stuff, music. Yeah, going to talk about lots of different things. So hopefully, if you're free.
Perfect. And guys, just to remember, tonight you are interacting with us in the comments, but tomorrow evening you will actually be speaking in the way that we are speaking this evening. So you will be part of the call. You will be interacting with your voice and with your face with teachers from Myes, and who knows, maybe I'll pop in and the others will pop in for a chat as well. But that's all we have to say for this evening. So we'll speak to you soon. Bye.
Ciao.